Coach O, what's going on, man?
What's going on, guys? Great competition Tuesday versus Alabama. What a great day.
Hey, yes, sir. But before we look forward, let's look back. Y'all had a bye week last week. That's a time generally filled with recruiting. So what did that look like right now, Coach? With just as things stand now, going into the bye week, what did y'all do on the recruiting front this last weekend?
Monday, we spent the day of Saturday giving the team off. We spent the day of Sunday and Monday out, which was very beneficial to us. Tuesday, we had a light practice, like a Monday practice. And then Wednesday, we had about a 2-hour practice. It was only helmets and some spider pads. And we put in and did some stuff and corrected. We had a lot of unit periods and walked through stuff. Then Thursday, the guys were playing baseball, laser tag, got to eat and walk-ons, and then everybody went home for a great weekend. Thursday, all day Friday, I was coaching out recruiting. I got to see 2 great games right there in Memorial Stadium. I loved it. And Saturday, I got to go watch those Cowboys play Southeastern. And what a great game at Strawberry Stadium.
How was before we go back to recruiting? How was getting to watch Cody play again, Coach?
It was great. I only got 1 game left. I get to go see his senior day. The day we play UL Monroe, I think they play at 12. So I get to see him and walk him on the field. Think about this. This is the last time that I get to see one of my kids play a sport. So it's going to be a special time.
Yeah, man. I can't really – my kids are 3 and 1. I can't really fathom that. I got a ways to go yet, Coach. What does recruiting look like now, Coach, in terms of just messaging and everything else and what you're telling these guys?
It's been great. As I told them, I've been recruiting some of these young men for 3 years, and I'm not going to change my tune. I love LSU, and I think LSU is a great school, especially for an in-state player, and that he ought to come to LSU. And I told every one of them that. I still think that LSU is the best place for him.
And, Coach, kind of speaking of recruits, obviously some young guys going to get an opportunity in Tuscaloosa this weekend. Got some injuries piling up a little bit. And you're going to see some guys like Greg Penn play linebacker, and I know some other guys that are going to step up, and maybe faces we haven't seen just yet going to have an opportunity to play in Tuscaloosa. Is there any other names that you think can be seen for the first time, or at least some of the first time in significant action?
Well, Greg Penn, but other guys that hasn't gotten a lot of action. He played some, but Ray Darius Jones, he's going to have to play. Pig Cage. Our guy from Nickel State has done a great job. He may have to play some at Nickel. We have to play those guys. Then Trey Bradford is finally eligible. Is finally healthy. So let's see what he can do this week.
Coach, so the other news that came out yesterday is that Miles Brennan is transferring. It seems to make just a lot of sense, kind of outside looking in, looking for a fresh start. What did you have any conversations with Miles, or when you kind of look back on just your relationship with Miles, what can you say about it?
Fantastic. I love him. I love his family. We're best friends. His mother and father and the whole family are great people. Miles and I always had a great relationship. I trusted him. He trusted me. I can tell him something was wrong yesterday. He kind of took a deep breath and had his shoulders roll forward. Mm-hmm. I dealt with something bothering him. And it was hard. It was hard for him to make this decision. And I'm sure he thought long and hard, his family did. And I told him, I said, listen, you graduated from LSU. You did everything you can at LSU. You walk out of this building proud and go find a place that you feel that's great for you. And hopefully you play 1 year, have a great year, and get to play in the NFL. That's his dream.
Yeah, definitely. And he has the talent. I'll be fascinated to see just a lot of bad luck around here. Talking to Coach O. Coach, yesterday in your press conference, you listed kind of a list of things to improve on, right, from the self-scouting period. How do you kind of pare that down? Like, how do you focus in on what your main points are that you're trying to fix for this weekend?
People, I was just being predictable. I was just being predictable on first down, either by offensive formations, play calling, or defense, by fronts and coverages, and just mix it up a little bit. Give them something different on first downs instead of the same thing all the time.
And, Coach, obviously, like we talked about, like some younger players are going to play, and so you get an opportunity. Maybe you can do some of those things. But, like the last drive against Ole Miss offensively, like you looked up, and there was a ton of true freshmen out there, but they moved the ball down the field, got the ball in the end zone at the end. I mean, that's also something that can be a positive. I know you're going on the road, and I know it's going to be a tough environment, but are any of those true freshmen you're looking forward to that kind of finished that Ole Miss game to playing on Saturday?
Well, I'm going to talk to Garrett Nussmeier and his father today. Obviously Garrett wants to be the man, and he is a great quarterback. I think he's going to be a great quarterback here. But Max does not deserve to be benched. His play doesn't warrant that. But when Garrett went in, he provided a spark. We won the fourth quarter 10-0. So I'm going to talk to his father. We got to play one more game before we can get redshirted if he wants to get redshirted. So that's still up in the air.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. And keep that extra year of eligibility. Coach, I know you kind of touched on this yesterday, but when you look at Alabama, I guess, what does the scouting report say?
Yeah, strong team. Always a strong team. Plus 7 in the turnover ratio, 11 interceptions. A very good offensive line. Evan Neal's probably the best left tackle that we're going to play. He's an outstanding player. I've recruited Evan. He's a first-round pick. The offensive line team comes off the ball. They're very strong. The running back, Robinson, is a strong one-cut back. The quarterback is mobile, very smart. The speedy wide receivers. On defense, they have a great defensive line, a great group of linebackers. It's a very, very strong football team.
Coach O, thank you so much, man. Look, best of luck competition Tuesday today, going to T-Town this weekend, and we will talk to you next Tuesday.
All right, guys. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir. There it is, Coach Ed Orgeron filling you in on something new today. Okay, so that kind of, let's talk about on the other side. I want to talk about the Garrett Nussmeier answer because I feel like there is a lot to unpack there. Keep it locked right here on Off the Bench.